All right. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. We're glad to be here today. We wanted to tell you a little bit about some of our e-health initiatives that we have going on here at CDC. Obviously, CDC is the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and I work in the National Center for Health Marketing, which is a relatively new center here at CDC. And our e-health marketing division is the newest group in the newest center. So we're a brand new group, but we're doing some interesting things, and particularly in the social media arena, and trying to make our electronic communication efforts much more usable, useful, and useful. I wanted to give you a little bit of overview in terms of what we're doing and kind of why, some of the things that we're trying to do to help better meet the needs of our users. Internally, we have the term eCDC, which is just electronic CDC. It's just our shorthand for how we're communicating with folks electronically. And our goal through our eCDC efforts is there as the second bullet on your slide. It's, that people throughout the world will live significantly longer, healthier, and safer lives as a result of their experiences with interactive electronic health information and interventions from CDC. And the difference here, I think, from the communications and the marketing end, is that our goal here is not just to create great information based on the latest research, or to make sure that we disseminate it as widely as possible and to as many people as possible, but we also want to be sure that the materials that we developed are usable, that people understand them, that they are accessible to all audiences, and that they are indeed useful, being the key word there. And of course, we found, as many others have, that is certainly not the case with all of our materials. So we're taking a fresh look at many of them. Our primary communication channel is cdc.gov, and we get amazing traffic there. I think last year we had about 109 million visits over the year. And you think with that kind of traffic, well, what can you do? And what we found is that people were not finding the information they were seeking, only less than half the time. So as John said, we just embarked on a new redesign of the site, launched last month, and we hope you'll find it to be a much better experience than it was. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, anyway, this is just to give you an idea of some of our overall e-health efforts. Obviously, the website is one, but our overall goal is to make CDC content, products, and services available when, where, and how users want them. And we know that some users want audio, some want video, some want print, some want, easy-to-read versions, some want highly technical versions. And our goal is, and because the technology is now available to do that however they want them. Some of the new interactive media that we're working on, and we consider email updates to be one of those because honestly it's one of our first forays in push technologies in terms of pushing out our information updates in an automated fashion as opposed to any type of manual effort. We're also working on podcasts, electronic greeting cards, blogs, wikis, electronic games, viral videos, social networks such as MySpace, Second Life, and then looking at user-generated content that you'll see on everything from Flickr to YouTube, etc. What we're finding is that our users are in this space and that we have to have our information where they are. And what we're really pleased about is that new media can make health information much more powerful if it's personalized, if it's pushed out, if it's presented in a format that folks want, and if they can get engaged with that information. Okay, Brian. We've had a true success story with our email updates, which is what we call it here at CDC. We launched literally the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and the response has been nothing, I think, short of miraculous. We have, as you can see, 45,000 individual subscribers. We have a very high subscription average. That means that the average number of topics subscribed to are 31, which is incredibly high. And I think that's probably a testament to the broad range of information we have. And I think it's also a sign that we need to do a better job in terms of better grouping our information. So I won't be sad if that goes down in the future. Again, you can see unique subscription topics. Right now we have more than 250 topics that you can subscribe to, everything from HIV to health marketing to autism. And we have 25 different administrators, and what that means is, there are 25 different people that are reviewing the content and giving the okay for those emails to go out. And again, you can see that the type of traffic that we've had. We've sent almost 2 million email updates, again, in less than a 6-month period. Just to give you a flavor for what our users are subscribing to, you can see that our HIV/AIDS information is very important, as well as our press information, our news. Okay, Brian? I wanted just to give you a very quick overview of how you actually sign up for an email update on cdc.gov. And in number 1, you'll see there's just this we've actually done usability testing on this. It's just get email updates, and it works very well. It's just a little mailbox there. They go in, put their email address. They are easily subscribed. They don't have to give any identifying information. And then in number 4, you'll see that they actually are shown many options that they can subscribe to. Very easy to track. Okay? And then, again, this is just more of the topics that folks can subscribe to. So you can see it's a wide range. And then the items in bold are the broad topics. So, again, a very simple interface for folks to use. Okay, go ahead. When folks actually, from the administration end, it's also easy for us to administer. We choose to basically review the content before it goes out. You don't have to do that, but there may be some changes that we don't think warrant a major update or an email. So we'll update the content. The administrator takes a look at it and can determine if he wants to let that go out. It goes through, and then it sends to the subscribers of that topic automatically. We've also just once done a proactive push to all our subscribers, and that is last month when we had the new homepage. So we sent an email out to all 45,000 subscribers because that was of general interest. Brian, I'll wrap up here. One thing we absolutely believe in is you want to have a link to the actual updated content in there so that it's very easy for folks to get to. And again, we really see this as a broad potential for emergency communications should we need to blast out something. All right. And finally, this is the graph that makes me happiest of all. We're having, as you can see, just dramatic growth in the service. And I will mention one thing that it's been interesting. We didn't launch the new homepage till last month, but we do use a service called the American Customer Satisfaction Index, which is not just federal-wide, but the commercial sector uses. It's called the ACSI Index, and what it does is it monitors user satisfaction with your website. And we've always had fairly decent, numbers there, but what we found is in January and February, our numbers just they were our highest ever at 80. And the only thing significant that we had changed, we had launched podcasts last summer, but the only thing that we really can attribute that increase in user satisfaction is the email updates, and that we have been trying to do a much better job on refreshing the content. But that's even on the old site. So we've been very pleased, and we see email updates as a core way of getting into this space where we are able to tailor information and provide it out by pushing it out to our users, because, again, they're not getting tons. They're getting specific pages that they want, how they want it, right in their email box, and it's as mobile and portable as they need it. So thank you.